Big disclaimer. I just found out after I was doing my entire script. I just finished writing all 14 pages of the script, and I only just now found out that the person of this video, Corlhorl, is actually trans? Question mark? I had no idea. I only just figured this out after I was done writing the entire script. I feel so bad because throughout the entire script I just said he and Corlhorl, and I don't know what to do now, so I'm just gonna be referring to Corlhorl as Harper, as what their Instagram name is stated, and from the looks of it, I think she's trans. I think so. So I'm gonna be referring to her as she, her, and if I do accidentally say the name Corlhorl and he, please forgive me. That is not my intention to be transphobic in any way, shape, or form. Thank you. Who was your favorite Roblox YouTuber as a kid, or even now? Was it Inquisitor Master, Flamingo, Poke, Megan Plays? Mine was Dennis Daily, and not Dennis spelled with 2 N's. I don't know how people always misspelled that. Even now, I still see it spelled like that. No, I just mean Dennis. I began watching his Roblox content around 2017, 2016 when I was in elementary school. Me and my brother would watch him daily, as his upload schedule was as such. And he was always very cheery with a smile on his face, seemingly happy to always upload. But a person isn't always how they are after they turn off the camera. Not saying he was malicious or anything evil like that, no, not at all. But if you've watched his last couple update videos, or even his Draw My Life videos, you'd know that Dennis sort of suffered a type of depression, or as he called it, a burnout, from making so many videos in 2016 to 19. Alongside this, he was also working on his TV show, Dennis and Me. Now, I don't know about you, but I think it'd take a lot out of me to be doing all of this at the same time. Dennis kept a lot of this stuff to himself though for the longest time, and us stupid little kids never realized this. Not saying we should have known, but it's crazy to think that we were all just drooling and laughing from the other side of the screen while Dennis was suffering. But not all of his life was bad. He had amazing peers and friends, which now I think it's the perfect time to bring up his other channel with them. The Pals was a channel created January of 2012. The content mainly consisted of Minecraft roleplays and tutorials before moving on to Roblox with friends of 5. Sub, Dennis, Alex, Sketch, and Corlhorl. This group would all have their own channels and post their own content like Roblox while occasionally posting on the shared channel, The Pals. But we're not here to talk about the entire history, but mainly the downfall of it and what happened with Corlhorl, or now, Harper. Now to start, I already know this was all dealt and talked about at the time, but sometimes I still see people saying Harper was only kicked out for quote-unquote rage bait. Yes, I can see how people can now label as such that Harper did sort of deliberately make people angry, but I refuse to believe that that was the main and only reason why she was kicked. Harper started her channel in March of 2016 and also made content like Minecraft and Roblox with friends like Sub and Dennis, but the friendship didn't actually start there. Sometime from 2012 or 13, Dennis and Harper had been longtime friends beforehand, posting content originating with Minecraft. I want to say that YouTube isn't your entire life, and I believe Dennis and the others knew this in the beginning, but it withered down sometime in the years to come, which you'll see. Despite this, Harper and the others originally made content for fun as friends until the year 2019 in February, which is where everything led down. A 17-year-old fan posted on Twitter how they were disappointed with Harper's tweets about ads on YouTube, which, when I see the story, a lot of people leave this part out. They summarize it to the part where, well you'll see. And anyways, this led back to a back and forth argument between the fan, Tiff, and Harper. Eventually, it ended up with Tiff becoming upset with Corlhorl's remarks, stating, "This is why I left the Pals fandom. Too much shade, and now one of the Pals members are making not needed drama over YouTube ads," leading Harper to reply with saying along the lines, she should have been left due to her age. Now, it doesn't really matter what age you're watching stuff, even if it's directed for a younger audience. Sure, maybe you'll be poked fun at it for a bit, but when it's by one of the actual creators themselves, it does get a bit more hurtful than it would have. And yeah, you could say it's, oh, that's sensitive, oh, that's a snowflake, you're being a snowflake, you're being sensitive. But I feel like people fail to see that Tiff was just a kid, even if they were becoming at the age of 18. And even then, by the way, 18 is not like you're an adult. Yes, you're legally an adult now, but doesn't mean like mentally you're an adult. You're not even mentally mature enough until you reach the age of 25. Tiff would have still been acting immature either way. So calling Tiff annoying and dumb and sensitive over all of this is really backfires on you. Anyway, firing back, Tiff stated that she had spent $100 for the pals written on her senior school jersey, maybe hoping to have ended the argument there, but it didn't. It didn't. As Harper would reply with the infamous one-liner, cringe. From then it's easy to say that Harper was just rage baiting and that it wasn't that deep. But I really hate that. I hate that people brushed off Harper being a complete jerk and total bully to a fan as rage bait. I don't think being mean to somebody counts as something that should be, oh, it wasn't that deep, it wasn't that serious. And from there as well, a lot of people say that Harper should have never been canceled, quote-unquote canceled, or kicked out of the pals for this. That's not it at all. It's the fact that Harper was being mean to this fan, a fan, not just anybody on the internet. You could be mean to someone on the internet because that's expected. But if you're being mean to a fan, especially when you have a fan, like you have subscribers, you have millions of subscribers, along with these friends that you know also have a big fan base, it hurts a lot when someone you looked up to calls you cringe. And not even just that one word, it's that Harper was being mean. A lot of people miss out on that. I don't think Harper was really even intending to get somebody mad with his beginning tweets. Like, he was just complaining about YouTube ads, that was it. And now, sure, I could see, I'm not saying Tiff, like, okay, yes, Tiff was 17, Tiff was immature, Tiff was being a little bit annoying. I could see how people would get mad at her for that. But a lot of other people get mad at her because they believe she was the end to the pals. Not just that, they're just saying, yeah, she was sensitive, but whatever. When it comes to calling a fan cringe for spending money on something that they looked up to, along with my other point, I can see how that sparked a rage in someone. And that's just what was the result of all this. Harper was heavily hated and became heavily criticized by a lot of people. But it wasn't just Harper who received this hate. Tiff did as well. Tiff received so much hate, even now. But at the time, it was not just that, but she received death threats leading to an unfortunate result. Tiff would then go to attempt her life. Luckily though, she survived, but this would result to her being on a suicide watch list to prevent anything further in this. Now, I want to pause. Do you really think that Tiff had only tried to attempt solely because of this incident? Sure, Harper was being a major jerk, and then a lot of fans were attacking her for this, but think like outside of the internet. It's multiple different things. Like, let's say a tragic accident happened in your family, you know? That already is enough, but what if you're made fun of at school? It sucks. But now, you've got to worry about classes at your job. post that was 6 minutes long, exactly 6 minutes long. He explained his side and how he saw it. All proof is there, and I'll try to put the video in the description, although I believe the original video was taken down or deleted, so I'll try to find an actual video archives of it and put it in the description. When I was watching this video, I remember being so mad at Harper because I knew that she had just ruined everything. She's solely alone, right? She messed everything up, right? But that's not entirely the case. I was just like a lot of other people and kids my age who believed a simple cringe is what was the most evilest thing you could say to someone. But then again, I'm a very naive and sensitive person, so that would have took a lot out of me. But a lot of people don't know the full story, and I'm starting to think that a lot of people today still don't know the full story. That's why I'm making this video. I see people just say that, oh, he only got kicked out because he called a fan cringe. No. You're summarizing way too far and left so much out that anyone who has no idea what's happening has no context and only believes that a simple YouTuber called a fan cringe. That was it. I also don't think half of these people even knew that Harper indirectly caused this fan to attempt and be on a suicide watch list. And if you still think that it wasn't that deep, you're not a nice person, and I don't care, and you don't care about others. Just how I see it though. Harper wasn't just kicked out because of this whole situation though. In one of Dennis's videos from years ago, or years after the whole situation, he talks sort of about the behind the scenes and how he felt about what happened. And I feel like if more people actually watch this video, even though it has like 1 million views, I feel like that's still not enough. They wouldn't be so one-sided. Harper was Dennis's best friend. Losing a friend like that is something you can't shake. It's heartbreaking, especially if it's somebody you knew since you were about like 13, 14 years old. I know how it feels to lose a best friend like that, and especially making a decision like that. No matter what decision Dennis and the pals would have made, it always would have been difficult. Dennis also stated that even if the incident never happened, if it didn't happen, the pals channel would probably still disband either way. I want you guys to hear this. It still would have been disbanded even if the situation with Harper and the fan never happened. A lot of people pinned the blame on Tiff and Harper that the pals ended just because of those two. No, Dennis literally states it in this video, which I'll also try to have linked in the description. They would have stayed friends, but the videos weren't fun to make anymore, so no more videos would be made either way. This just proves, sure, Harper was a big contribution to the disbanding, but it wasn't the main or actual reason. It was just a final push, or the cherry on top, like I explained earlier. I want to mention also that just 5 months later, after everything, Harper posted a photo of himself holding a shotgun in various poses. There's not context to this, as there was no text or anything included with the photos. This was brushed aside as a joke and people laughed about it, but only some people were concerned. Like, was he going to hurt someone, or worse, himself? No answers would be given, as the photos would be deleted later on though. I think this is also kind of associated with her mental health at the time. As before, when I stated earlier, Harper's mental health wasn't really the best, and even after and during the situation with Tiff and the fan Tiff and everybody being kicked out and everything, Harper had to deal with herself, and I don't know, I just wanted to add this in. Although this was almost 8 years ago, it pained me to see that others think Harper didn't deserve to be kicked for quote-unquote rage bait, and that we were sensitive. Harper wasn't a monster, not even a bad person. She just made a dumb mistake with a huge audience watching her. Of course though, she had to have consequences to her actions, like any other person who makes mistakes. It's just much harder to do over the internet. And that's why I'm happy to have seen a proper apology in 2024. Hello everyone. I want to say that I am so grateful for everything you've given me. Being a YouTube creator was my dream as a kid, and I got to do it because of all of you. I am beyond grateful for all the love and support throughout my journey online. I loved making videos, and I was privileged to be a role model for so many people. So it's sad I misused my power and position to be rude to someone. I was really rude to Tiff, and I should have been so much kinder. As I get older, most of my regrets come from being not kind enough. So To everyone I was rude to, I am sorry from the bottom of my heart, and kindness is one of my primary considerations in life now. I'm sorry. Tiff, I should have been so much kinder to you. I've grown so much in the last 6 years. More than anything, I want to be a kind person, serve my community, and be an actual role model for young people. It's hard to learn that one bad day can change people's perspectives on you forever, but it was a needed lesson for my growth, and I'm thankful that people held accountability. Thank you. Keep holding people accountable. However, there are so many lies about me. I have no input on my narrative or who I am. It's crazy what people have started saying or what websites online say. Some people online are not valid or true. I was so hurt by what people were saying about me, all the millions of people, that I shut down and left the internet. I wish I would have been able to speak then, but I was so impacted that I was unable to. Again, I am so grateful and blessed for everything that happened to me. On the other hand, I am truly so sorry for misusing my power to be rude to someone. I am so against that. I have so much love for all of you. Thank you. Harper basically sums up everything I wanted to state in this video. I really believe that this was the best outcome. Corlhorl says everything I tried to blur out, much better than I originally would have. She's grown and changed from the past 6 years, and I believe everybody can change. Everyone can be a good person because it's just built into us humans. We weren't born or meant to be bad people. We can, though, make mistakes. Within those mistakes, though, we can learn. And with all this said, there's always more than meets the eye, and even though that sounds funny, corny, or just so out of the blue, it's really a simple saying, and it speaks so much truth. Thank you so much for watching, and please stay safe. Bye-bye.
It's tough. I miss the good parts of him. We were best friends for many, many years, so it's easy to look back at all of these like really fun times we had together, but then as soon as I remember all of the terrible times we had together, then it, so yeah, it sucks. It's easy for everyone to look at Corlhorl and immediately laugh and brush it off and be like, oh, remember that like Twitter situation? But I mean, to me, like, my life did pretty significantly change once he left, so